Moving into our next story of the day, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button and leave us a comment down below, folks. It does yeoman's work in supporting the channel and forcing the algorithm to send our videos out to new viewers who haven't seen our content or our channel. Well, we have this, what's called Yemen War Powers Resolution, and Jacqui Heinrich of Fox News is going to ask Karine Jean-Pierre about it. But a lot of us may not know what this is, and it's been talked about in the past, heck, even going back to kind of Donald Trump's time. So the Senate is expected to vote on another resolution to end the U.S. military involvement in Yemen in about 3 hours. That was yesterday. But the enthusiasm is much more muted for this go-around than it was just 3 years ago. That's partly because the level of U.S. involvement in the Saudi-led coalition has already tapered off significantly. And that kind of even started under Donald Trump's administration, where the American military for a time helped refuel Saudi warplanes and identified targets. Now under President Joe Biden, the U.S. is focused on more of a defensive type assistance and providing intel to the coalition so it doesn't kill civilians while targeting rebels and al-Qaida terrorists. The biggest achievement this year was helping broker a ceasefire that lowered the risk of humanitarian catastrophe though that is the danger of a crumbling for good. I mean, it's going to fall apart, but I at least wanted to give you a little bit of a synopsis of what was taking place so we have some sort of context in Jacqui's question and then how Karine Jean-Pierre handles it. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Is the White House whipping against Senator Bernie Sanders' War Powers Resolution that's set for a vote in the Senate tonight?
Look, we've spoken to this before. I don't have anything much more to add. I know my colleagues actually was asked this question last week. Don't have anything more to really discuss or lean into on this.
You don't have anything, lady, because you're trying to flip through your binder to find an answer that's already pre-written for you. That's why she's, I can't find it. We got nothing for you. But wait till Jacqui follows up here, and then all of a sudden she has an answer because she found something in her book that kind of talks about it. Watch, it's unbelievable.
Sanders just said that he's dealing with White House opposition to it right now, so just hoping for a confirmation of what all is going on there.
So look, I'll say this. We're in touch with members of Congress on this. Thanks to our diplomacy, which remains ongoing and delicate, the violence over nearly 9 months has effectively stopped. As we have seen during this administration, the situation is still fragile, and our diplomatic efforts are ongoing, so we want to make sure that this is not impacted and the people of Yemen do not suffer, or that any of the progress we have made is overturned. Again, I really don't want to get ahead of the progress. We continue to work with Congress on this. We're having.
You don't want to get ahead of it because that's where it's cut off in your binder, Karine. There's nothing left in the paragraph. It just stopped. That's why you're not continuing to go here. It's amazing that when she just finds anything remotely called Yemen or war or resolution, she's just going to read it really quick. And then I got nothing else for you, Jacqui. I got nothing else. She doesn't use this. She just has a binder of preset answers from questions that may or may not be asked.
The conversations, I just don't want to get ahead of that.
It sounds like you might veto that if it comes to his desk.
I'm just not going to make a prediction. I'm certainly not going to make a prediction of what the president is going to do, is not going to do. We're having conversations with members of Congress, and I will leave it there. Thanks, everybody.
Look at that binder. Why don't you just pass that out ahead of time, Karine, and save us all the trouble of your non-answers, you dodging the question, you fumbling, you stuttering, saying you don't have an answer, but then all of a sudden you have an answer because you find something in your notebook. Just give that to Jacqui. Just give it to Peter Doocy. Give it to Phil Wegman. We'll just figure it out ourselves. We don't need you up there because you're the worst press secretary that's ever had or held that job. I'm not against the resolution, really, but for the love of God, can we just get some clear answers? And Jacqui's just like, yeah, is he gonna veto it? Because that's what it seems like is going on, right? Because it seems like there's opposition going against Bernie Sanders from the White House, which was the original question. And for some reason, she doesn't want to talk about it. Either she doesn't want to talk about it or she doesn't know about it, which is more inclined for me to believe that she don't know what the hell is going on because hell, her boss doesn't know what's going on. Folks, as always, let me know what you think about this one in the comments below. Not so much on the resolution. Let me know if you are or are not for it. Kind of read up on it. Let me know. But just this whole binder thing. I mean, can we go back? That's the binder. Look at that thing. She don't know what's going on. At least prepare a little bit, lady. At least know what's going on behind closed doors here. But hey, folks, again, she's working with Joe Biden. The guy's falling up a flight of stairs. He hits a golf ball backwards. He doesn't know his wife's name. He probably doesn't actually know who Karine is, honest to God. He probably still thinks Jen Psaki's working in the White House. Who the hell knows? I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.